Take care, Naz. Get some rest, okay? Stop. Okay. I have a lot to say about this song. First of all, the first thing I want to say about this, to begin with, okay? I play Ramlethal in this game. I saw the word bias in the chat. I need you to imagine for a minute that I'm not actually biased in this case, okay? It's not because I play the character. And hopefully I can prove to you that I'm not so small-minded as to have that kind of bias, because like Ragna is my favorite video game character in the whole world. Ragna is my favorite fictional character ever, okay? I do not put Ragna's theme at the top of the BlazBlue tier list. As a matter of fact, it's like a B tier song to me. I promise you it's not just because I like Ramlethal. I have a lot of reasons that I like this song. And to illustrate that for you, I'm going to have to go to... So, my favorite character in the Guilty Gear lore is Justice. And the reason that I really like Justice is of course, because of all the lore reasons, the Tire to Soul and everything, all that stuff is really, really good. And I feel that the Guilty Gear plot has had this long through line that has to do with Justice as a super important character in the Guilty Gear lore. And Justice's design is really cool, and all of the Guilty Gear story has had a lot to do with, like, right, it always comes back to Justice, right? Like, it started with Justice, and then it's just like these things that remain of Justice that appear in every single Guilty Gear game and carry themselves forward all the way up to the resolution of the plot. And if you're not aware of the lore as to like what Ramlethal is, Ramlethal is called Ramlethal Valentine because in Guilty Gear 2, there was an AI created by the Backyard named Valentine that had Arya, Soul's lover, aka Justice's face. And the AI gained emotions toward the end of the plot and lost control of itself, and that happened because like it was remembering emotions and like love and feelings towards Soul, which is like, that's really cute and cool lore stuff, right? That Valentine was destroyed, and then in Exard, Ramlethal appeared as another one of those. Only it was meant to be, Ramlethal was meant to be a like lower level AI created by the Backyard to facilitate the bad guy's plans. She was not really meant to be a main antagonist, and she too gained emotions. And these AIs are created using the genetic code of Frederick Bulsara, or Soul Bad Guy, and Arya, or Justice. So, genetically, they are the daughters of Soul and Justice. So, Justice's theme begins, the classic Justice theme. It starts with da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. It's right here. It's right there, okay? So the Justice motif has appeared all throughout this series. Let me see. Guilty Gear 2, the song Guilty Gear 2. It is called Diva, okay? This is the final boss theme from that game, which is when you fight Valentine. And Valentine's theme starts with... It starts with melodic piano, which is also what Justice's theme starts with. Holy hell, we have a motif. Wow, friends. There it is. So let's jump back to Ramlethal for a minute, okay? Now, the language that you're hearing here, it's not Latin. You might think it's Latin, but it's not. It's a different language. I don't actually know the name of it, but it's actually a dead language, just like Latin, that is not spoken anymore. And my understanding of it is, it's a nonsense language that people, like, we have literally not been able to decipher what it means when it's spoken. So that's interesting. And if you don't know, Remlethal's attack names are all also named in that language. All of her like on her move list, all the names of her attacks are named in that nonsense language. So what is Remlethal's theme about? Running, calling, dying just burns up time. Those things just burn up time because Remlethal was born without emotions and the ability to even conceptualize that any of those things mean anything but being a waste of time. So this is like talking about Remlethal being born without emotions and not having them, and needing to like learn how to process gaining them. I got another thing to show you. You hear this crazy dissonant organ that's happening in the background here? It's a little further in. So when you play as Valentine in Guilty Gear 2, the song that goes with Valentine is called "The Mask Does Not Laugh." You get some dissonant organ going on there, right? It's another motif of the character. Now we get to the really super important part. Really, really, very, very big important. So, this is the reason that everybody should love Remlethal's theme. You ready for this? This is Remlethal's theme in Guilty Gear Xrd. And it's right at the beginning. Listen. That's the riff right at the beginning of Remlethal's theme in Xrd. Now we're going back to Guilty Gear 2 with Valentine. And here it is again. But we can go back further to Justice again. All the way back to Justice, right? And here it is in Necessary Discrepancy. This song is the peak of art on this soundtrack. I'm sorry. It is. Now, that riff there that happens, I'm not too sure if this is a reference. It sounds like it might be to me. Na 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 na. The song that I think that is a reference to is Jacko's theme. I'm not sure. I think it is. I think it's a reference to this riff at the beginning of this song. Na, 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 na. I'm not too sure about that one. I'm 50-50 on it. It might be a reference to Jacko's theme. And if you don't know, Jacko is another AI made by the Backyard, but she's different. Well, actually, she was made by Asuka. It's different. But she is also related to Justice. So the lyrics here are like really, to me it really sounds like someone kind of like forcing themselves to process emotions that they don't actually understand, you know? Like a really objective analysis of emotions. What? And Renlith also has like this feral instinct about her too, and that's what I think this is supposed to sound like. Oh yeah, and then it just explodes, man. Oh, and then there's the dissonant organ again. You get a nice wailing. Oh. Don't take them down to the ground without a face-to-face. And then Justice again. Here it comes. And man, the way his voice cracks when he says fine, because it's like, it's the objective analysis of emotions, right? At the very beginning, he says, the loving, foolish world is down there, right? It's like Ramlethal looking down on the world and trying to assess it objectively. And then he says, the loving, foolish world is still going on. As in, it's like going on without me, right? I'm not a part of it, because I'm not like them. And then it evolves into it evolves into just fine, like accepting of it, right? Like now I am a part of it. I accept it as reality. It is truth. I understand. Like I understand emotions better now, and he sings that line just fine with so much feeling. Let's do it again. Oh, yeah. And all the emotion here is what we idolize. It's a dead tomorrow. And there you go. Notes to Elfelt. There might be. The riff. This, I think what's happening here. That could be Elfelt. I'm really hoping if we get instrumental versions of these songs, I'm hoping that I'll be able to pick that out better. I could see that sounds a little bit like Elfelt, yeah. So where do I put Ram's theme? Well, my friends, you just got played because it goes all the way up here in S+. It's better than those other songs. It's in a tier of its own. Sorry. It is that good. It is really that good. It's the best song on this soundtrack. Now, I'll talk about Elfelt a little bit real quick. Elfelt also has a, this is the one I want, right? The Mask Does Not Laugh. If you guys don't know a little bit about Elfelt is also a Valentine, and she was made with emotions. That song is called Marionette, right? There's a leitmotif in Elfelt's theme that's pretty good, too, that I really like. Let me find it. Right, so here again is Valentine's theme from Guilty Gear 2. This is the theme when you play as Valentine. I want right here. This is the point, right? Na 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 na. Right? Na 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 na. Well, if you hop over to Elfelt's theme. Da 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 da. This to me is like proof positive that Ishiwatari cares a lot about justice and the characters that are related to justice, and I think he puts a shit ton of effort into the music regarding those characters to make sure that there is a core, that it's just a through line through all of these songs, and I absolutely love that. As someone who just really loves Ishiwatari and the effort that he puts into his art, Renmethal's theme was everything that I was hoping it was going to be.